Gentlemen, imagine unlocking a piece of history so exclusive. It was once more valuable than gold itself, the royal hue, the color of emperors and kings, purple. But why, with a spectrum full of shades, do modern nations forego this majestic color in their flags? The intrigue behind this is astounding, and we're delving into this chromatic conundrum that bridges empires of old and modern social constructs. In the annals of history, purple has traditionally been the marker of wealth and exquisiteness, reserved solely for the societal elite. Indeed, this wasn't a mere trend, it was decreed by royalty such as Queen Elizabeth I, who ensured purple's exclusivity by legislating its wear. Originating from a distant era, the color's rarity came down to the fact that producing it was extraordinarily laborious, with thousands of marine snails required to craft mere grams of Tyrian purple dye. Picture this. You're a monarch in ancient Rome and you have the power, but even you balk at your queen's request for a purple silk shawl because the price tag is astronomical. That's right, the price of dignity and divine right, measured in shells and gold. It's no shocker, then, that no national emblem could justify incorporating such an expensive symbol when designing their flag. But, rewind to the mid-19th century, an era of smog, machinery, and accidental genius in an English laboratory, and the narrative shifts. A young William Henry Perkin stumbled upon a synthetic alternative to the snail-based dye. This innovation smashed the status quo, and before long, purple was no longer a token of the upper echelon. It went mainstream, affordable to the masses. Despite this democratization of purple dye, it's fascinating to realize that the impressions and relics of the past are deeply ingrained. The influence of tradition is such that even new national flags, conceptualized post-1900, rarely feature purple. And yet, outliers exist, challenging the norm and hinting at a future where flags might just become vibrant tapestries of this once imperial shade. Undoubtedly, in the grand scheme of things, this tale of purple proves to be a glimpse into how value, perception, and status evolve over time. By understanding the power dynamics and innovations of the past, we can appreciate the complex influences that shape our present. Now, take this historical intrigue and ponder over how the hidden treasures of the past can inform our modern lives. What personal empires are you building, and how can the lessons of purple's legacy fuel your journey? Remember, if you want to catch more compelling content that dives into the fascinating questions you never knew you had, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the notification bell, joining an empire of sharp minds and keen spirits. And as you embark on your quests, from navigating the complexities of insurance and personal finance to the labyrinths of real estate or digital marketing, the insights of the past may be the very keys to unlocking your future successes. Consider this. What ancient wisdom can you apply to your strategies in modern life, dating to bulldog mindset to embodying the divine masculine? As you traverse the fields of profit and delve into the strongest male hero ever narratives, your goals become epic tales of victory. As we draw this exploration to a close, if you found the answers we've unfurled as fascinating and enriching as we did creating them for you, you're invited to express your appreciation with a gratuity, link in the description. Your support ensures the search for wisdom, insights, and enlightenment continues with vim and vigor. To your success, and long may the royal hue incite wonder and inspiration in your noble quests. Greetings to all of you ambitious souls out there. Consider this. What if the one thing holding you back was something you carry with you every day, your ego? Now, isn't that a thought worth exploring further? Stay with me, and let's dive deep into the world of ego, unraveling its complexities and finding the way it affects our pursuit for greatness. Ego, as eloquently defined in Ryan Holiday's writings, is essentially an overestimation of self-worth, an inflated sense of pride that can often impair our judgment. It's that voice that convinces us of our unparalleled importance, which without careful consideration, can morph into vanity, a false entitlement, even a delusional perspective of the world. Holiday likened it to a whimsical child living within us, clamoring for attention and superiority at any cost. In his work, he segments the journey of ego into three distinct phases: aspiration, success, and failure. This triad, a constant in our lives, plays host to the ego, which if allowed, will hinder our progress and cloud the path to our objectives. Let's begin with aspiration. Consider today's youths, often inundated with praises of brilliance. Yet, we have to remember, talent is only the first step. Beyond it lies hard work and the trepidation of potential failure, a fear which can lead to procrastination. We worry about others' perceptions if our endeavors crumble. The advent of social media exacerbates this, seeking our thoughts, encouraging us to proclaim our intentions rather than act on them. We swap actual progress for superficial accolades, effectively stupefying our potential through an online spectacle of personas and titles without substance. During success, the high can be intoxicating, lulling us into complacency. It can erect a barrier against new insights, as we no longer perceive ourselves as learners but as master-sprout, self-satisfying narrators of our own legend. This is a precarious podium to occupy. The moment we believe we know all is the moment we close the door to growth. Success isn't about counting hours spent. It's about a constant, unwavering commitment to improvement, a never-ending quest for knowledge. And then there's failure, an inevitable chapter in any tale. Here, ego is a weight that drags us deeper into despair. Our failures need not define us, but rather serve as a stern teacher. The adage stands true. Don't let success inflate your ego, nor let failure consume your heart. Keep work and self separate, thus maintaining composure through rise and fall. Ego, persistent and relentless, ever the enemy encroaching upon our achievements. Keeping it at bay requires vigilant introspection and self-discipline. Have you observed these patterns within yourself or others? Are you the individual who merely talks a big game? Or are you the doer, the genuine article, who just gets on with the business of living and striving? Before I proceed, let me remind you that subscribing to this channel, liking, hitting that notification bell amplifies your journey towards self-mastery, ensuring you're part of this enlightened and ambitious community. For those of you diligently carving a path towards success, beware the traps of ego lurk at every turn. Regular introspection, a commitment to lifelong learning, and a connection to something greater than oneself are your shields against this insidious foe. Remember, your greatest adversary lies within, cloaked as your own self-importance. Now, as we draw this exploration to a close, I want to challenge you. What actions will you implement to conquer your ego and march towards your true potential? To those who found value in our journey today, a token of appreciation goes a long way. The link is in the description. Subscribe for wisdom, learn with intent, and act with purpose. Thank you for the gift of your time. Hey there, ambition cravers. Ever wondered how to enchant your audience while simultaneously shooting your sales through the rooftop? Welcome, because today we dive deep into the wizardry of storytelling and copywriting, where every word wields the power to transform and transport your client's mind from mere curiosity to taking decisive action. Why do stories pack such a punch? Simple, they tap into our emotions. We are all natural-born storytellers, and today, I'll reveal the anatomy of a tale that not only captivates but converts. Tune in as we uncover how tales well told can be your winning card in business and life. The power of a story lies in its structure. Let's begin with the exposition. A well-crafted introduction sets the stage and teases the audience with characters and contexts that resonate. Craft this part carefully to hook your readers. Show them a world they recognize or one they aspire to join. Next, the rising action ramps up the tension. It's the heart of your story, where problems and desires intertwine. It's where your reader's problem becomes the protagonist's struggle, and they're rooting for a solution. The climax is the showstopper, a story's crescendo. Here, solutions emerge, obstacles are overcome, and the promise of transformation becomes palpable. Capture this right, and you've captured your reader's undying attention. But don't drop the ball just yet. The falling action is crucial. It's where the aftermath is addressed and lessons are learned. Questions get answered, and the reader sees the road ahead. Finally, the resolution. A satisfying conclusion that leaves your reader with a sense of closure, or better yet, a call to action. This is where you nudge them towards making a decision. But why do stories stick like glue in our memories? It's all about emotions and evolutionary psychology. We remember stories because they contain more data, emotional, visual, and sensory, that our brains deem important. A dry statistic? Easily forgotten. A compelling story? Recounted for years, even generations. Word of mouth? It's the oldest marketing trick in the book, powered entirely by storytelling. A tale that resonates has legs and travels far, from one listener to another, gaining trust in customers at no extra cost. But how to craft a story that fits into your copywriting and does the heavy lifting? First, make it relatable. Connect your reader directly to the character's journey so that they see themselves in the narrative. It's identification at its finest. Your reader is the hero, and your product, the magic wand. Consistency is king. Repeated elements build familiarity. Familiarity builds trust. Trust converts readers into customers. From marketing materials to social media posts, keep the elements of your story uniform and watch it seal itself in the public consciousness. Ever heard real life is stranger than fiction? Well, it's also more relatable. Use real stories from real customers. Testimonials are the gold you're sitting on. So polish them and let them shine. Authenticity sells. Different mediums require different strokes. Tailor your story's format to its platform and optimize its impact. A tweet, a brochure, a blog each has its language. Master these, and your stories will not just speak, but sing to your audience. Now, remember Max Sterling, the guy you trust to bring you not just tips, but transformations? Well, he's proof that the right words can weave futures. Dive into his offerings and see for yourself how learning copywriting from the master is your ticket to success. Want to put this advice into play? Well, start by narrating your own story. Consider the ordinary and make it extraordinary. How does your morning coffee not just wake you up, but inspire your day's achievements? It's about the tale, not the coffee. And don't stop there. Adapt your story across different mediums. How would you convey your narrative in an email, a blog, or a 140-character challenge? Flexibility is your friend in the multimedia storytelling arena. So there you have it, gentlemen, the secrets of storytelling in the art of copywriting. Whether it's real estate, finance, or personal branding, these tools are universal. But as the credits roll on this video, and before you rush off to pen your next bestseller narrative, take a moment. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and join the notification squad. It's the first step toward the power of story in your hands. And if this video has served as your muse, your guide, or has simply shed light on the path of compelling storytelling, feel free to show your gratitude. Funding a creator is empowering a dreamer. Links below. I'd love to hear about the actions you plan to implement after ingesting today's wisdom. Share your newfound strategies, and let's discuss how we can all craft narratives that captivate and convince. Time to write your own success story, and make sure it's one for the ages. Thanks for watching, and here's to the power of a great story.